Biddy Mason, yes, she made her money from, yes, being a midwife.
Being a midwife, yeah.
Mary Ellen Pleasant cooked and cleaned and served before she started investing in real estate and mines and laundries and things of that nature, right? Mbuya Nahanda, it was her spiritual gifts in healing and taking care of her community. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was great with money and accounting. And that's what initially took her to work for the IMF and so on and so forth. And those skills, we can argue, helped her to dig Liberia out of the very deep hole that they had been in as a result of decades of civil war and mismanagement, right? Shirley Chisholm, she used her voice, her passion, her tenacity, her problem-solving skills. She started off as a teacher, and she took that sense of what we need to be doing for our young people everywhere that she went, all the way to almost the White House, we could argue, right? We look at Julia de Burgos, and it's like, I've got my pen and I've got my paper. And so we have poems from her from when she was literally dying, still telling a story. And it was probably the book of poems, or her book of poems, that allowed her sister to actually be able to identify which one was her, right? And so every one of these women that we have looked at, Abbey Lincoln started as a child of, one of many. Father eventually left, and mother is trying to make ends meet, and she barely finished high school, and it's like, hey, let's go see what we can do. But she was willing to learn and willing to explore. And when people like Theolonius Monk said, hey, you're a composer, she was like, okay.
Really?
And then she went to work. So unless you try, you never really know what you are capable of doing.
Of course.
And so that's the other thing I get from these women is we can all be extraordinary. We just need to be willing to put a little extra on our ordinary.
Okay.
Wait a second. The Mexican president was groped by a man today? I had not heard that.
Good.
Wow. I will
Yeah.
have to come back and to take a look at that.